think you're choosing this moment, but maybe it was always going to happen. Every breath you take, every thought that forms, is built from atoms that have been obeying the same physical laws since the birth of the universe. So if those same laws guide your neurons, where does choice truly begin? If every decision you make is the next domino in an infinite chain of causes, then are you really free or simply the echo of everything that came before? Maybe free will isn't control. Maybe it's how awareness experiences the flow of something that was already written. We live as if the future is open, as if each choice bends the direction of time. But the deeper science looks, the more it suggests that the line between fate and freedom is thinner than we imagine. Einstein once said, "Past, present, and future are only illusions, though they are stubborn ones." In his picture of space-time, every event, every birth, every heartbreak, every moment of joy already exists on a vast, four-dimensional landscape. You aren't steering through an unfolding path. You're moving across a map that's already complete. Consciousness might simply be the light that scans across it, revealing one moment at a time. You feel like you're making choices because that's what it feels like to move through a script from the inside. For centuries, we saw the cosmos as clockwork. Every gear turned because another gear moved it. Every event had a cause, and if you knew every cause, you could predict every effect. Pierre-Simon Laplace imagined an intelligence vast enough to know the position and motion of every atom. For such an intellect, the future would be as visible as the past. Nothing would be uncertain, nothing spontaneous. In that world, free will evaporates. We are stories already told, characters reciting lines we were destined to speak. But then came the quantum revolution, and the gears of certainty began to dissolve. At the smallest scales, reality behaves like probability. Particles exist as possibilities until observed. A photon travels every path at once, and only when we look does one version become real. This isn't magic, it's the foundation of physics, and it changes everything. If matter itself is uncertain, then the future isn't fixed. It's a cloud of potential outcomes, collapsing moment by moment into form. But randomness is not freedom either. A coin toss isn't a choice. If the universe is pure chaos, we're not authors, we're accidents. So where does true freedom hide? Neuroscience tried to measure it. In lab experiments, researchers found that the brain often initiates decisions a fraction of a second before people feel they've chosen. You think, "I decided to move my hand," but your neurons fired first. Your awareness simply narrates the act after it begins. So if the body moves before the mind knows who or what is truly deciding, perhaps consciousness doesn't issue commands. It listens. It's the awareness of choice, not the cause of it. Free will, then, might not mean controlling the universe. It might mean participating in the pattern unfolding through you. Like a musician in a grand orchestra, you don't compose the entire symphony. You interpret the moment you're given. And within that performance, you find your unique expression of freedom. Physics treats time like a dimension, not something that moves, but something that is. Imagine the universe as a vast block of space-time. Every second of your life already exists somewhere in that block, like beads on a thread. You, the conscious observer, move along it, illuminating one frame at a time. From this view, time doesn't pass. Awareness does. The future isn't waiting to happen. It's waiting to be seen. And perhaps intuition, that mysterious pull toward one path, is the faint, gravitational tug of a moment that already exists, calling you forward. If everything is determined, we're not free. If everything is random, we're not responsible. But there's a third option: freedom as alignment. You can't stop the river of time, but you can choose how you move within it. You can swim upstream in denial, or let awareness carry you downstream with understanding. Free will might not be about control, but about participation with clarity. To be conscious is to know you're flowing, to feel the motion, to notice the beauty of the current, even if you didn't create it. We crave control because uncertainty frightens us. But maybe peace is realizing that the current and the swimmer are not two things. They are the same movement seen from two perspectives. Every story of destiny and choice, every myth, every religion, every scientific model is humanity wrestling with the same paradox: how to find meaning in a universe that might not ask for permission. And maybe that's the point. The illusion of control isn't a flaw. It's the mechanism that lets us experience agency so that life feels like discovery, not repetition. Even if the script is written, you still bring the emotion, the improvisation, the soul that makes it alive. The universe may not need permission to continue expanding, but awareness gives it purpose. We are how existence feels itself unfolding. Stand still for a moment. Listen. The air, the heartbeat, the hum of the world, all of it moving in quiet synchrony. You're not separate from that motion. You are that motion. Maybe freedom isn't about changing the current, but realizing you are the current. Self-aware water, dreaming it's a wave. And if fate is the river and time its endless flow, then free will is the art of surrender. Because even if everything is written, consciousness is what makes it worth reading. So breathe, let go, and remember, you don't control the river, but you can learn how to flow.